How's it going, guys? I'm Vivi and welcome back to the channel. Now, a few weeks ago we got a brand new Kingdom Hearts 3 screenshot at Magic, which is an anime and video game convention. In my old video in which I talked about the screenshot, I went over the health bar, why it's so small, how this boss battle reminds us of Kurt Zissa from Kingdom Hearts 1, the Thresholder and the Possessor from Kingdom Hearts 2. Pretty much in that old video I focused on how the boss battle would work. That was pretty much it. Oh, and yes, I did go over guard form and all that. Anyways, guys, an interview with Nomura got translated by Jamatsu, and we actually learn a few extra details regarding this screenshot. So, according to Tetsuya Nomura, this Heartless is called the Rock Troll. It's going to be a mid-boss in the city of Thebes. I guess I was close enough. I thought that this Heartless would be a mini-boss. Nomura also explained that Sora will be able to transform his keyblade into two variations, and the form depends on the keyblade itself. So we don't necessarily need to enter a dry form to perform specific abilities or to get a shield, for example. The shield we notice right here. Now in this screenshot, the keyblade can be transformed into the shield and a tank apparently. Many of us perhaps thought that, hey, maybe we needed to enter a dry form to, turn our keyblade into a shield. Plus, if we go back to these two screenshots, Sora has a shield, he's in guard form, and he looks like he's holding a hammer when in power form. So at that point, I'm guessing that many of us thought that, hey, maybe the shield is attached to guard form and the hammer is attached to power form. But actually, that is not the case. Nomura explained that each keyblade will have two variations, and these two variations will not always focus on attack and defense. Some of them might be attack, and some of them might perhaps be defense and defense. For example, if we go back to the E3 2015 trailer of Kingdom Hearts 3, Sora turns his keyblade into crossbows and a big bazooka, and pretty much these focus on attack, not defense. So in short, the keyblades will have two special attacks, but not all these keyblades will have variations like attack and defense. Like I said, some might only focus on attack or defense. But what I like about this, guys, is that we no longer just have to rely on the stats of the keyblade. There's also some special attacks attached to them, so we'll have to think a bit more when deciding which keyblade to use. Now, to just clarify things with you guys, here's what was mentioned by Nomura. We've heard that keyblades have two transformation patterns, but which keyblade is that? The keyblades we're currently making have two transformation patterns. It should be noted that similar to the keyblade that transforms into a tank and shield that we showed this time, there's not always a division of attack and defense. The keyblade that appeared in the previous trailer transforms into a pair of crossbows for each hand and a bazooka. How a keyblade transforms depends on the keyblade. So there you have it, folks. Hopefully you found this extra detail helpful. Now there's one thing I wanted to add to this video. It has to do with the Kingdom Hearts Orchestra World Tour. The one that happened in Japan recently. Japanese voice actor of Kairi and Xion came up on stage. A similar thing happened with the voice actors of Terra and Namine at the First Breath concert. The whole thing with Terra's light, guiding Aqua and all that. Now these lines that are being performed are actually canon, but they're exclusive. In Kingdom Hearts 0.2, we had Terra appear, right? And that was his light. Nomura explained that that had something to do with the lines we got at the First Breath concert, what Namine explained to Terra. So yes, the lines performed by the Japanese voice actor of Kairi and Xion at the World Tour concert, it's all canon, and yes, it's exclusive again, apparently. But I'm wondering, will these lines be performed at Los Angeles and New York maybe? What do you guys think? But I doubt it, I don't know, actually. Now believe me guys, this whole thing performing lines on stage, it's very interesting, but I'm kinda annoyed at the same time. Why not include these canon backstories in the actual games? Like, these dialogues, they're very heartwarming. Not having them in the game is like, oh, come on. Anyways, thanks to user MomoChris on Twitter, we got a full translation. So if you guys have played 0.2, Lee and Kairi, they're undergoing training while they're about to go into training. And during these lines performed on stage, Kairi is just simply thinking to herself. She's just having these thoughts in her mind. I can't believe I'm training with Lee, who used to be Axel. But what caught my attention is something that kinda reminds us of the Dragon Ball series. Kairi explained that they're being trained in an area by Merlin where they don't even have to worry about the flow of time. And why am I saying Dragon Ball Z? The hyperbolic time chamber. I mean, come on. You spend 1 year in this chamber, this world, whatever you want to call it, that equals to 1 day in the real world. And of course, training takes time. And that's why Merlin put them in that place, right? Now the question is, how long are they going to train for? 6 months? Maybe less? A year? With that being said, what about the Xion lines? While this character, she's thinking to herself how grateful she feels to have met Roxas and Axel, they became friends, and it's so sad, it's heartwarming. Now when people read this, they started wondering about Xion's return in Kingdom Hearts 3. I'm not too sure about that. She died in 358 over 2 days. To get her back, I mean the scene in that game was pretty emotional, right? To see her come back, it's just gonna be like, okay, no one dies in Kingdom Hearts, right? But if she does come back, what is going to be her role? If you're gonna bring back a character, what role are they going to play in the series? I want to know your opinion on this, guys. Now about Aqua, there were lines during the world tour in Japan. She was simply wondering about Terra and Ventus, how their light would guide her in the darkness. That was pretty much the overall idea. So I guess this is it for the video, guys. If you have any thoughts, leave them in the comment section below as usual. So yep, I've been Vivi and thank you for watching.